What's going on, everybody? We're here. Another episode of Make the Right Play. We got it going on today, ladies and gentlemen. We got it going on. We are without producer Yabui, but as always, the coach is here on my left, ready to get going here. We're live at our wonderful makeshift studio here, very Christmas-oriented. What's going on, Coach? You're not happy with the camera?
I'm not happy with my microphone,
With the microphone?
being there, yeah. But I'm happy with the camera. I hope you guys like our Christmas decorations. I worked hours doing them.
Coach, you really did. You really did work hours. This is all you, and you had the cushions so beautifully set up. They looked great on the, just moments before the show. And now, the two dogs decided, our two special guests for the show today, decided we're going to go no cushions on the couch.
He trashes it and then doesn't even lay where he threw the cushions on the floor. He's such a brat.
No, he just threw the cushions and then decided he's going to the middle.
Those dogs.
Well, at least Max is enjoying that cushion. He's laying on top of the cushion a little bit.
He's a good dog.
Yeah, at least he's enjoying the cushion action a little bit. Guys, so throughout the show, as always, let us know if you guys can hear us. Make sure everything is sounding good, and we're doing our best here. It actually went super smooth today setting up, so I'm actually happy. I'm not a complete wreck getting everything set up.
Oh, let's make a toast to the holiday season.
Cheers to the holiday season.
Enjoying cocktails tonight.
Yes, cocktails. We got a great show for you guys. Whoa, Coach, Coke for color. No, we got a great show for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking a lot about, Candace Owens, what's going on with the Candace Owens, Erika Kirk meeting. We got to talk about Venezuela, as always. I mean, that just continues to heat up, which we have the special address tonight from the President of the United States. We'll be live watching it with you guys tonight when he goes live in just about 58 minutes or so. He'll be going live for his big address, so we'll be watching it with you guys, chiming in, letting us know what, our thoughts are. And we want to hear from you guys. What are your guys' thoughts, right? A lot of mystery on what this big announcement's going to be. Some are saying he's just going to toot his own horn. There's been some reports that he's talking about, military, aggressions towards Venezuela. There's a lot. There's a lot going on right now, guys. A lot that we're pretty unsure of. But you know what we are sure of, Coach? We're a week away from Christmas. We're a week away from the best holiday of the whole year, the most magical time of the year. How you feeling? Are you ready for Christmas?
I'm very excited about Christmas. I can't wait to make my prime rib of beef that I make every year on Christmas Eve.
The prime rib of beef.
Oh, my gosh. I love prime rib. With Yorkshire pudding, twice baked potatoes.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. My mouth is watering just talking about it.
Oh, man. It is an unbelievable meal.
Yeah. And we're eating it after midnight this year.
We are. Unfortunately, we're eating it after midnight. I know we have some unhappy people about it, but I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a great Christmas Eve
I think it's
dinner.
going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. I will have to say, everybody talks a lot about the Thanksgiving leftovers, the hammer the Thanksgiving leftovers. I think my favorite leftovers is the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day leftovers.
Really?
That December 26th leftovers, because we always do the lasagna Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. And the prime rib on Christmas Eve. When you get a nice fat slab of prime rib right next to your big piece of lasagna, mixed in with a little ham action on that plate, and then you throw a little twice baked potatoes too, it's a heavy ass plate, but it's unbelievable.
No diets.
It's
no diets.
Unreal, that plate, guys. Just imagine that plate when you're looking down at it. It's unbelievable. Best plate of the year, I think. December 26th, best plate. And I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss the plate. I'm not even going to get to enjoy it. But nonetheless, best meals coming up, best time of the year. I'm so excited. I'm actually a little stressed. I still got some more Christmas shopping I got to do. I'm behind on the time, but it's going to be okay. I cannot wait to get to next week. But Coach, so much to get to tonight because obviously.
You know what's so funny? I have to say something.
All right, go for it, Coach.
When I was a kid, it never was like this. I remember we used to get the tree on Christmas Eve because we didn't have a lot of money. So my father would wait until the people who sold the Christmas trees would sell it on Christmas Eve and he would get it dirt cheap. And I remember the tree coming in the house. It was so exciting. We would decorate the tree on Christmas Eve. We never had all this fanfare. And
fanfare, Coach?
No, none of these decorations like this. We just put the tree up and we were so happy.
Yeah.
I
love the fanfare.
And we used to sometimes go Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve.
I've done it.
In the morning.
Yeah, I've done it.
Now I feel like our society puts so much more pressure on us.
I
to
agree
have
with you.
things done sooner, pressure. And I just, thinking back on it, it kind of was so much more simpler, getting the tree, because we never took it down to Three Kings. We still don't, but.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I kind of miss those days a little
Well,
bit.
you know, I do agree with you because, you know, I agree that there's so much added stress, and I'm sitting thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, like, you know, I really I want to have everything done by Sunday because next week is going to be so crazy. There's so many things going on, and I have so many places to be, and you know, like you just start thinking, and in your head, and your mind's racing, like trying to make sure you get everything done. There's a ton of stress with Christmas, absolutely. Too much stress. There's a lot of stress, but I know everybody wants everybody to have a Merry Christmas. You went back to the shirt.
I'm
You were
trying.
bailing on it, and then you went
trying.
back.
Is it too loud now? Let
No,
me
it's
know,
not too loud. It
Chad,
looks
if
great.
It's like too loud.
Guys, is it too loud? Are we being too
Like,
loud?
is it
I'm
too
probably
close
being
to my
too
mouth
loud.
now? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out this whole. I'm so
Yeah.
used to your buoys mic.
With the mic, yeah, with the mic. I was thinking maybe we should get like some at-home mics. I saw a couple good sets like on Amazon where it's like 2 mics. It has a little soundboard. It's like $80. So I was
Yeah.
like, well, maybe we'll get our
I
own,
think
our
we
own
should
little
think
thing.
about it.
Yeah.
But you know what I heard today that
What'd
I
you
thought was
hear?
amazing?
Yeah, go for it, Coach.
Do you know Putin gave an address to
Putin?
his people?
Wow, that's off the board, Coach. I didn't even think about Putin.
Well, you know what made me
What'd you
think
hear?
about Putin was seeing him riding that horse with no shirt on. I mean, you got to give that man credit. He looks good. Even at this old age, add a little more coke.
Oh,
He looks fantastic, that man.
Strong. He does. He looks great.
But he said that for every child that Russians have,
Yeah.
he was going to chip away at their mortgage. And if you had 4 children, he was going to completely pay off the family's mortgage, that they would no longer have a
Are
mortgage.
you serious? He's
Yes.
going to pay off the Russian mortgage if
Yes.
you have 4 or more kids?
Yeah, if you have 4, so like if you have 1, they'll take off some too.
Right.
But your 4th child, your house is completely paid off.
Get
I was
outta
thinking,
here.
man, all we got were more bills when we had
Yeah.
kids. The government never helped us. Like,
That's unbelievable. And you see everybody tossing and turning because DeSantis just wants to get rid of property taxes. He's like, oh, we're just going to get rid of property taxes. Everyone's rabble.
it's so unbelievable how I feel like the Russians are really caring about their people in the right way. And I
Yeah.
feel like, I hope that Trump's address actually addresses. So I know, like, he started the savings account for babies
Yes.
who were born now, which
Yep.
I think is a wonderful thing.
I think it's just
So,
great,
I mean,
too.
because that teaches the parents how to save, and it's also like building a future for the young children.
Yeah, totally.
Which I think that's a wonderful program.
Yep.
But I mean, I hope that his speech is positive and it's not just we're going to war with Venezuela.
Yeah, I agree. I think everybody's really hoping for a positive speech, unless you're just like a crazy lib that just hates everything. But I mean, I think everybody's hoping for some positivity in this speech. I think everybody's hoping that, we're going to talk about some things that we're hoping to change in the new year. Oh, should I make that a little bigger? Can you not see it?
Oh, I can't read anything.
Hold
I'm
on.
old
Let me
now.
see if I can try to make that
I
a little
hope I don't
bigger.
get too drunk drinking wine because I really haven't been drinking that much. Even though I visited my mother and my sister last week.
You were drinking a little heavy last week,
Oh
Coach.
my
I
gosh,
don't know what
I
you were
was
talking
drinking it up with
Yeah.
my sister, my brother-in-law. We were having a blast.
You were
though.
having a blast turning
We
it up.
really, I mean, I have to say, it
Yeah.
was really nice seeing my family.
Right, yeah, no, that is great. Especially when you get to spend some time with people that you don't see a lot. It really, it's like such a special thing, and that's I can't wait to do it too. It's just
That's what the holiday season
that's
is all about.
100% what it's all about.
It's about getting together with family.
Yeah, and caring for one another and being around the people that you love. It's the best. There's nothing better.
I sent out all the Christmas cards last night, and I have to say,
You
it
gotta
was such a great feeling today mailing them.
Okay,
And
that's
I'm like,
good.
I don't even care if I don't get cards back. But I do hope that if somebody's having a bad day or they're stressed out and,
Yeah.
like they open the mail and they see like a little bit of love coming from the village.
Well, they better see a lot of love because you were on that couch for about 4 hours filling out each individual Christmas card
I
and writing a little
know.
individual message in each card. It took you about 4 hours to complete. So it's not a little bit of love. It's a lot of love.
Next year we're putting them out. We're doing old school.
Old
We're having
school.
Merry Christmas from the village.
Yeah,
Like a
Merry
picture
Christmas.
printed out from Walgreens.
CVS, yeah, Walgreens, just old school. Just get a picture, put it on the thing. Yeah, because I mean, you were writing like individual notes.
I don't know
in
what I
each
was
of the
thinking.
in each of the cards.
Well, because you know what it is? It's like it's the spirit of the season.
it's the spirit of the season. But you felt good about it when you mailed the stuff to them.
Yes, I did.
So I
And you
guess
know,
that makes it worth it.
today I was at Mass, and the first gospel that we did was the book of Matthew,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And it goes through all of Jesus's genealogy.
Oh wow.
And one thing that the priest said, he goes, what's so good about this reading is that it shows how important family is. Your
Yeah.
grandparents, your great-grandparents, your
Mm-hmm.
ancestors. So I hope that everybody takes a moment to say a prayer for all the people who came before them also during this holiday season. Like, let's not forget them.
Let's not forget them. Coach, good message there.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the people before us, the ancestors.
The ancestors.
Because, I mean, when you really think about it, your ancestors are the people that laid the foundation for this country. So you got to be grateful. You got to be grateful for them, you know?
When people try to run that American guilt on me, I'm like, oh no, honey, my ancestors worked so hard, and this is my inheritance. I didn't inherit it.
My ancestors worked so hard.
My ancestors worked so hard. So I didn't inherit a house. I didn't inherit a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I inherited being an American.
Yeah.
And I do not like when they try to,
try to guilt you.
Challenge flag. No,
like,
my
"Screw
ancestors worked really hard for me to have this. So
Yeah.
I have no guilty feelings,
Good for you, Coach.
I
Don't give
don't.
them the benefit of the satisfaction of making you guilty.
Well, I mean, we should all be proud and happy to be Americans and feel blessed to be Americans.
100%,
And I
100%.
hope that comes across with Trump's speech too. And I hope we all get united and
Yeah.
we all love each other. And
Totally.
maybe like we'll have the best Christmas ever, even though I have to say that tragedy this week with Rob Reiner having his throat slit by his own son.
The Rob Reiner. There was a lot of tragedies. I mean, you had the Rob Reiner killing, which was horrific. In any way you look at it, it's horrific that your son kills you and your wife, slits your throat, execution style. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. And
That was
then
terrible.
you have the shooting in Australia, the killing of the Jews, first day of Hanukkah. What's up? Happy Hanukkah. Bam.
Gross. That's so anti-Semitic.
It's terrible.
They're Australian Jews. They
Yeah.
have nothing to do with Israel. They're in
Right.
Australia. Like, that was so terrible.
It was awful. And then you have this Brown University shooting, and it's like, and then you have the soldiers killed in Syria. So in a span of like 48 hours, when you really think about it, it's like 48 hours of just pure like evilness. A week before
there was a
Christmas.
Sweet 16 in New York where they were shooting people up. I mean, that's not, that didn't make the national news away. But I have to tell you, it really bothers me that there's a lot of anti-Semitism out there. Like, I see it. I feel it.
Yeah,
And
the Jew hate.
I mean, seeing what happened in Australia, though, I'm like, these poor people, they're at Bondi Beach. And I would have been there because my husband and I actually went to Australia on our honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
That was always a dream of mine because my aunt was married to an Aussie. So I didn't even, I never even heard of Australia, really. And when he started telling me about Australia, I was like, wow, I want to go to Australia someday.
Right, yeah, let's go.
And that's a trip you go on, like, for your honeymoon because
Yeah.
it costs a fortune. And, I mean, we saved, and thank God we were blessed enough that we could go after we got married. But we were there this time of year.
Right.
And I can't imagine if we were at Bondi Beach and we're like, oh, look, a Hanukkah celebration, and all of a sudden some maniac is shooting people for like 20 minutes.
And all of a sudden. Yeah, I mean, it's really scary to think about. I mean, you're celebrating Hanukkah. It's your biggest, time of the year.
Well, no.
Well, second biggest.
No, because
Third biggest?
I would
Fourth?
say maybe the third or fourth, because
Fifth?
Passover for the Jews.
For the Jews.
For the Jews, it's Passover, and I think it's Rosh Hashanah
Okay.
and Yom Kippur.
Okay, Yom Kippur over Hanukkah.
Yes.
Really?
Because that's the new year.
We got any Jews in the chat? Help us out here.
Listen, I grew up on the Lower East Side. I'm an honorary Jew.
You're an honorary Jew. You fit in with the community.
Because I know, like they even have the sukkah,
Yeah.
like another time of the year, which isn't
Right.
even as big as because Yom Kippur is big. So I would say Passover's first, Rosh Hashanah,
See, I
Yom
always thought Yom Kippur was like putz, like it was like at the end.
No,
last.
that's the Jewish New Year because that's like, you have to do like a whole day of fasting and atonement.
Right.
And it's like you want to start the new year off on
So
the
like
right
Yom
foot.
Kippur is like, but do they have Yom Kippur before like a Catholic Lent? Like when is Yom Kippur?
No, Yom Kippur's in the fall.
It's in the fall. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gotcha. See, learn something new every day. Yeah. So I mean, but still, it's tough. You're celebrating Hanukkah with your family, and you're trying to enjoy it, and you just get blown away at the beach. Like I just can't believe it.
Speaking of blown away, what about those poor kids at Brown University?
Well, this Brown University situation is really starting to make you scratch your head a little bit. It's really starting to make you scratch your head a little bit.
I smell a rat.
I do too.
I think they're covering. I think they're covering it up.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't understand how the school costs over $90,000 a year. Apparently, they have such a big brother system that they have cameras everywhere. They have facial recognition, all this stuff. Do we have any clips with the brown people?
We do. So we have one clip here because people are starting to get a little unrest, right? If people are starting to get a little fired up. So let's take a look at the last press conference that just happened.
Let's do it. Number 18.
And people are getting fired up. So let's.
I'm used to being like, your buoy, number 18.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
We do miss you, Bowie. We always do. We always do when we're not with them. So let's take a look here. Clip 18.
President Donald Trump has said that Brown University is to blame for this shooting and saying it's the school's problem. Is that a fair criticism, or do you disagree with what the president said?
I don't think it's fair criticism.
Colonel, can you expand on that?
Why not? Because Brown University is not collaborating with you guys. You're lying to the press over here. They have facial recognition. We know that because they follow the students, they follow everybody in the neighborhood. Facial recognition. They need to release that data. So everybody know who the guy is in video. We got the video Saturday. Why you guys release the video today?
I think that answers the question. Listen,
Colonel, I have just a question.
John, please, just for a second. A couple things. First of all, Brown University and Brown Public Safety, Brown Police Department has been a close collaborator throughout this process.
That's not true.
I do not accept that criticism.
No, come on. We know that.
Secondly, everyone you see behind us, we've all been working for now 49 hours.
So, Coach, I love that guy because that guy just turned it up right off the rip. He's like, you guys are full of shit.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like straight up. Like, he's like, you guys are full of shit.
And you know what I love too was the sign language guy even put the Spanish accent.
Yeah, did you? I saw that too. He did the duck lips. Yeah, he was like, and he was doing.
Lower East Side head.
I saw the same
He was like,
thing.
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You got the cameras.
Yes.
You have the facial recognition.
I saw the same exact thing.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought that sign language guy
He
was
got
like
really
brought the
into it.
attitude. He was like, I'm bringing the Puerto Rican attitude.
You know, I appreciate the sign people that are like that because they make sure that the people who can't hear can hear the. So he's like,
he was right in his face.
I could
like
just,
the sign language is for the other people.
Right.
Not for the guy who's doing the questions can hear. I don't know why he's like all in his face.
Yeah.
You can see he's like, I want answers too.
But he knows he's on camera, so he's like, I gotta make sure. And I can just imagine like the deaf person watching is like, yeah, like you get fired up. Yeah, tell him.
The deaf person probably can't see it because he's doing the side of the other guy's face. I'm like, what is that? I've never seen it where the sign language isn't going to the camera. It's going in the guy's face.
Yeah, no, it was intense.
He's mad though.
Yeah, that reporter was pissed. But he's 100% right. It's like you talk about all this technology we have and all these cameras, like you said, you have so much money at this university. It's an Ivy League school, and it's like you can't find this guy. This guy's still at large today.
Well,
like,
I heard
running
a rumor.
around.
I heard a rumor.
Oh, all right. Talk about your rumor. We're gonna be Candace Owens 2.0 on the show.
This is allegedly.
Allegedly, conspiracy.
But the guy's name is Mufasa.
Whoa. Did you see that?
Wow.
That was some ghost shit right there.
I know. The camera just moved by itself.
Whoa.
That was a little.
Look, it's fighting me. It's fighting me.
Well, I guess it's zooming in on me.
Maybe-
It wants to hear my allegedly.
Maybe it's like a ghost, like saying, look at me on the side here. Oh, God, it's getting the bottle of wine in there.
Oh, gosh.
Whoa.
Don't expose all my secrets, camera.
Oh.
Carlos, that's you.
No,
that's
it's not.
Carlos
It's not
now.
me. It's not me. It's fighting me here. Look. It's fighting me.
Oh, God.
This is crazy.
All right, so Mufasa.
All right,
let me
so
see.
you keep going.
So
keep going.
allegedly, the guy's name, is named Mufasa, and he works on the staff of the school. And he's, I think, a Palestinian.
Really?
And he also looks like he might be tranny.
He's tranny?
Might be.
Mufasa?
Mufasa.
That can't be. That can't be the case.
He's a weird-looking guy. Do you think it was a cord? Hold on.
No,
Let me see
I don't
if
think
I
it's
can
the cord.
move the cord to the other side of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I don't think that's it. I think it's just
That was really weird.
like, see how it's like trying to focus in on something a little bit?
Creepy. All right, can you make it stay still? Like, is there a way to make it stationary? See, this is why we need your buoy.
You know,
Before we
everything
will
was
argue when we
working,
need
and
to.
it was like I think it was almost like this is going too well. We have to try to mess it up a little bit. That's what it feels like. Keep talking, Ma. Keep talking about Mufasa the tranny. Hold on.
Look, it's like it's still moving.
Yeah,
it's
it's
going
still
to the
moving.
side. Oh, look, now it's coming back.
It's following us.
This is all right.
All right,
Are
hold
you
on,
going to
hold on.
stay here?
Hold on.
That was really weird.
That was crazy.
Is it because we talked about the ancestors? Maybe the ancestors are like, you know what? I like this.
Look at this.
Well, let's just leave it alone, and we'll just let it do what it wants to do. If it wants to like go around. Imagine like there's spirits behind us that we don't even see.
That's
and
what
then it's like picking it up. It could be the spirit of the squirrel because we had squirrel issues.
This is crazy. Oh my gosh, we didn't even get to talk about the squirrel issues.
No.
This is wild. This is crazy town. This camera's got a mind of its own.
It was working fine. And
It was
staying
working
still. Why are
perfect.
you doing this?
Where's our producer? Where's producer
I know.
Prez?
This is all you buoys for.
No producer Yabui, no producer Prez, no
Or
producer
Scott, even
Scott, no
Scott was
producer
helping.
Olivia. There's just nobody.
All right. I guess
All right.
let's just leave it alone.
All right. We'll leave it alone, and hopefully, I'm just gonna.
Why is it? What is over there? Imagine, like we look and later on we see like a spirit or something. This is like a little scary. Is there a way to like make it stay still?
That's what I'm seeing. If there's like a
No, it's like at the ceiling now.
look, but it just wants to look at. Hold on, let me see. You see that? It's just moving.
It is. That is really weird. It's the squirrel, the ghost of the squirrel.
This is.
Now it's on me. Hi. This is just really
This is
weird.
crazy.
Well,
So-
just stay where you are because it's probably going to move. Maybe once you start talking, it'll go back to you.
Yeah, so maybe that's it. Maybe it'll figure itself out. Anyway, so going back to Brown University as we're trying to get back on track here a little bit.
It's coming back, or are you doing it?
I'm doing it.
Oh. I'm so distracted. I can't even think. Oh my gosh. We can't have a good show without you, Bowie. It's so hard. It's like we really need him.
Why is it doing that?
I have no idea.
That's driving me crazy.
I mean, there has to be a way to make it stationary. Zoom speed.
Look, it's focusing.
Is it preset 2? What if we went to like preset 1? Will it stay still now? Maybe.
All right, let's. It just wants to autofocus like on one person. Like you see, like now,
Yeah.
and then.
Because you're talking, so maybe it's trained to go to whoever's speaking. Like maybe if I'm speaking, it's like trained to come right to me. Now you
Maybe.
speak and see if it
No,
goes to you.
I don't think it's gonna go to me. I think it's just a pain. I don't know what's going on with it. God forbid it could just work. Anyway, so going back to Brown University for those who are listening
Why
on the
did
radio.
you make me put on my glasses?
I can't believe that happened. I can't even get my train of thought back on the train.
Oh, well, we were talking about Mufasa.
Being
I
a
think
tran-
that's his
being a
name.
tranny.
He might be a tranny. I mean, he looked kind of peculiar.
So how- now-
and they're scrubbing the website of anything. And when they questioned the people, they said, oh, well, that's because we don't want anybody to think it's him.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of random, right?
Now, so we know his name, but we can't find him anywhere. So magically, we now know his name, and we know
And
that
he
he's a transgender.
Maybe.
But we can't figure out how to find him on the street. Like, that's some BS.
Well,
that's,
like, where
that's
is
bullshit.
he? I thought the same thing. I'm like, where is he? How come somebody's not there to interview him? Or why isn't he addressing the public and saying, I know that they're scrubbing all my information off the
Right.
university website, but I want to assure you that I had nothing to do with this crime. Don't you think that that would be a little reassuring to the parents who pay like over $90,000 a year to send their kids there?
Yeah. No, it would be reassuring. I agree with you. I just, like, at some point you have to, like, full manhunt and just get this guy. Like, you can't just let this person who shot, what was it, 2 killed, 9 injured? So you shot 11 people and he's just casually walking on the street like nobody's business. I mean, they found freaking Luigi Mangione in a day in a McDonald's, but you can't find this guy?
Because
Come
they
on.
said it was Luigi, but they're saying that it's not Mufasa, even though they're weirdly erasing his information off the school website.
Yeah, and he deleted his
And
Twitter.
You know what was so weird
What's that?
is there was a witness who came and when he walked into the building, the guy was frozen and stopped.
Yeah.
And he looked at him, and the guy, like they looked at each other, and the guy said he thought, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm going to be killed.
Right.
And the guy decided not to kill him. Why? Why don't you just move over? Why don't you just move over and I'll move over a little bit? You know?
It just looks weird. Like, I'm just completely cut off.
Well, let me move over more and then maybe, hold on. Maybe it just wants to focus on the tree. Oh, I think it just likes me.
No, I think it just, I think it's just
I think it
following
just
you.
likes me.
Like, if you come over towards me a little bit.
Carlos, this thing likes me. And why did you make me get up? I have the holiday weight already from Thanksgiving and everything. And not the most flattering sweater either.
Yeah, it's just.
It loves me.
It's just screwed. I don't know.
I think maybe you might have to just sit behind me.
Maybe I'll just stand. That'll be how we do it today. It'll be a live. It's like we're live reporting on the scene. That's how we're gonna have to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Just a crazy. I don't get it. Brand new camera. Just has no interest in figuring it out. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, why don't you get another chair and maybe just sit right here?
It's over.
Well, we're gonna need you to do the clips and everything. You can't just stand there.
Well, then I'll have to just.
Okay.
And then come back. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Well, I'm sorry. I obviously this thing really likes me. I don't know what to say. For some reason, it decided to just.
Like, at least I wish it would frickin' focus.
I know, Matt's so funny. Sorry, honey.
I just can't figure it out. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have to roll with it. It's gonna be focused on Coach today. It's the Coach Show. The Coach Show. I'm just a special guest. Anyway.
You know what happened? My husband bought this camera. So
Yeah, he probably programmed that shit.
he loves me. So my husband loves me. He got this camera and he's like, I really love to see what my wife.
He totally. This is a programming issue. This is a programming issue.
I love you, honey.
This is a total programming issue. I don't know what we're gonna do. All right, so moving on from the Brown, I'm done. I think we lost the Brown University issue. So let's talk about what we think this big address is going to be in a half hour, because I think that's what everybody, we have to talk about. The president announced yesterday that he's going to address the nation at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time, and it's a formal address. It's doing live from the Oval Office, so that means it's probably something serious, I would assume, if it's going to be an address to the nation. So, I mean, there are rumors that this is a declaration of war address, or an address of, that we're going to go on an offensive assault in Venezuela. Now, Trump mentioned today about some stolen oil that the Venezuelans have, that they stole oil from us.
I didn't hear
And we
about
created
that.
a Venezuelan blockade. Our Navy has a blockade in all Venezuelan waters, kind of basically blocking them from moving and blocking anybody from going into the Venezuelan waters. It's really interesting. So let's play that clip. Maybe it'll refocus after, because we played the clip and then it all got messed up. Let's see if it refocuses after this clip. But I want to show this because this is what he was talking about today, that he formed a blockade.
Clip number 13.
Just a blockade. Not going to let anybody going through that shouldn't be going through. You remember they took all of our energy rights. They took all of our oil from not that long ago, and we want it back. But they took it. They illegally took it.
So he's saying they illegally took the oil. And
Who the hell is Venezuela to just take our oil?
yeah,
That doesn't even make any
I
sense.
don't know. That to me was a little bit puzzling because I wasn't sure exactly what he was talking about when he said that they had taken the oil. So then he creates this naval blockade in their waters, and now we're doing this whole presidential address. To me, it seems like it's going to be like, listen, we're just going to go in there and kick their ass, take the oil, and get out of there. But I don't know. What are you thinking, Coach, about this address?
To be honest with you, you know what I'm thinking? That I remember a couple of months ago, actually a year ago, saying, hey, if you vote for Trump, we're not going to have wars. Trump's not into wars. And I'm so excited about Trump becoming president because he's not a warmonger. And now we're going to go to war. And it makes me angry. So that's what I think. That's what I think. I'm disgusted, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted. Like, if we go to war with Venezuela, it's like, oh my gosh.
Right. It's giving Iraq vibes a little bit.
Like wag the dog.
Right. It's giving a little bit of an Iraqi vibe. Now, it's funny because Tucker went on who's the Italian guy's show?
Judge Napolitano.
Judge Napolitano.
He's kind of a little bit of a wackadoo because he was on some other show saying something that he turned out to be completely incorrect.
Big Tuck? Tucker, you saying is whack job?
No, Judge Napolitano.
Judge Napolitano. Okay, yeah, because Tucker went on his show today, and he also thought that it was we're looking at a war declaration. I want to play that clip too because he was thinking the same exact thing. Let's see. Let's go clip 10 here.
Is Trump going to start a war in Venezuela?
I don't know. I don't know when this program airs. The one that we're on right now. This thing's maybe live.
We're live now, and then
okay.
It'll be posted immediately. So now,
my sense is, I don't know the answer. I've certainly been on the phone a lot about it. I have no power. I'm a podcaster, but I'm very interested. And so here's what I know so far, which is that members of Congress were briefed yesterday that a war is coming, and it'll be announced in the address to the nation tonight at 9:00 by the president. Who knows, by the way, if that will actually happen? I don't know.
All right, so Tucker's thinking it's going to be a war declaration. What are you thinking, Coach?
I told you I'm hoping that he's going to say something wonderful like Putin and maybe pay off people's mortgages for having kids.
Oh, something wonderful like Putin.
I got to tell you, Carlos, it's like unless you put your faith in God, you're doomed in this world.
Yeah.
You really are. So, I mean, if we go to war with Venezuela, I think it's just going to be terrible. Like, I don't want to go to war.
Yeah, I don't want to go to war either. And I don't think anybody really wants to go to war. I think the problem is, right, Venezuela is a bad country. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a bad place. Like, it's not like, oh, like, let them be. Like, no. They are the drug smuggling capital of the world, right? They're a bad group. So what happened here? I saw you look behind here.
Oh, because I said maybe the camera's focused on Hotshot and Max.
I don't think it's focused.
They're right
on
in the middle. Look, there they are, right in the middle.
I don't know what the camera's doing. It's really just, it was working perfect. It was the perfect position, and then it just decided, you know what? Fuck this.
Excuse me. It decided that it loves me. The camera loves me. The camera loves me. Well, I just had a call back. I'd love to hear what the results are of the audition eventually.
Yeah, I don't
know.
What's up with that?
Me.
What, like, they haven't said anything about the callback?
No news on the callback. But you know what? It's when you do the movie business, it's don't call us, we'll call you.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. So you just have to be patient and wait because they're putting together a project and the director has to have his vision. So,
yep.
You just have to put everything in God's hands. And I am just very disappointed because this war would be in our hemisphere.
Yep.
But I have a feeling that this has more to do with China than anything else. I don't know. Also the drugs, because let's be honest, over 100,000 people were killed by fentanyl in 2023 alone. So, I mean, you do have to pay for killing Americans with your, garbage-laced drugs. Like, I mean, in the old days, in the 80s, you could do coke and you could do coke and look at the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, just nonstop drugs.
You could do, 100,000 people, and believe me, people were doing coke. And I mean, you didn't have 100,000 people die of drug overdoses.
Yeah.
Like, there are people getting pot and they're dying of a drug overdose. There are people like trying it for the first time and dying of a drug overdose because of this fentanyl. So in a way, I do feel like, somebody has to pay for that.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And the cartel is so involved in the Venezuelan government that it just, it's not... we have to do something about that government. Like, Maduro is a problem. Mm-hmm. So something has to be done about that situation. I've just given up on the camera.
Can you just move closer?
No, because I'm like squished. Like, it doesn't.
Oh, I'm your mother.
It's not gonna work. It's over. I'm out of the shot. But, yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be a very interesting address to the nation, because hopefully it's a positive one. Hopefully it's one that we're gonna say, you know what. We got, there's a lot of great things coming in the new year. And as the United States, we got to take steps to regrow our economy more and more. I mean, I will say that, things are starting to get a little bit better. The gas prices have gone down, which is nice.
Yes, the gas prices have gone down.
The gas prices are going down, which is a good thing. I do think that we need to start becoming energy exporters again, because that was what was so big about Trump's economy the first time, was that we were energy exporters, so we were making a lot of money. Now, I will say, they did say that the deficit has gone down $600 billion. Which is good.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
and that's all from the tariffs.
So, I think that you have to look at some of the positives. I think it will continue to get better. Hopefully the first 6 months of 2026, we'll see a much bigger change than what we've saw in this year. So hopefully it's a positive, reinforcing speech tonight, and not so much doom and gloom, like we got to go, kill Maduro. Hopefully that's not what's going to happen tonight. And we'll be watching it with you guys, live streaming it, and you'll get our live reaction. But, I mean, it's stressful. You can kind of feel the stress of what's going on. There's a lot of stress in the world. Two soldiers were just killed by ISIS. Remember, it was all about, we finished off ISIS. Joe Biden goes in office 4 years, and now we have multiple ISIS attacks. Between Australia, they said those two were ISIS, and then they killed 2 soldiers in Syria. Like, the world... The global tension is rising. Mm-hmm. It's rising. Things are starting to boil up a little bit here, because, you have the guy with the iron fist is back in charge, and things are very out of sorts. Where I don't think that things would be this way if he won in 2020. I think things would be a lot better. But now it's like you got to start from square one, and people have to adjust to that again. So it's intense. It's a trying time for sure.
Well, I'll tell you another thing, Carlos. Trump not winning in 2020 and this whole Ukraine and Russia war starting. Yeah. I got to say, all we did was empower the Russians.
Totally.
I mean, all we did was empower them.
Totally.
And the Russians are like, you know what? You guys, you can't touch this. You can't mess with us. And it's just, the world is a very scary place right now. And I know that Russia has an influence with Venezuela. I know the Cubans and Venezuela work very closely together. I know China has an influence in Venezuela, and I think, Trump's attitude might be just like, I don't want foreign nations having any kind of influence in our hemisphere. Yeah. I mean, and look at how terrible it's been for the Africans, having all these foreign nations having an influence in their region. Like, so many different countries have had an influence in Africa, and they destroyed that country. Yeah. Like, they really made them suffer. Yeah. So, 100%. I mean, there is something, the Monroe Doctrine, right? Yep. There is something to making sure that your area, your region is safe. Yeah. Your area. Yeah. Yeah, totally. You're 100%. You're 100% right. So, I mean, let's just wait and see. We have what, 20 minutes? Yes, we got 20 minutes till the big address, right? Mm-hmm. And so we'll be watching it live with you guys, live reacting. But Coach, I think it's time we got to talk about your favorite woman a little bit. Are you talking about Candace Owens? You're number one. You're number one fan, Candace Owens. You're a big Candace stan. Well, look, I have to say, Candace Owens has always been a truth teller, or at least she's trying to find the truth. And I don't feel like she is, well, let's just say, if you really believe the FBI story that boy, Tyler Robinson, was the lone shooter.
Coach.
And he was able to pull this off. I mean, that kid looks MK Ultra to me.
100%.
Yeah.
But I would say nowadays, I'd say maybe 60 to 65% of the youth is becoming MK Ultra, though.
Absolutely.
60 to 65%.
That's why we have to get the drugs out of here.
It is so scary what's going on. And before we get into the Candace clips, because we got a lot of fun Candace clips to show you, we talk about this all the time. And the biggest problem we have in the United States right now is the indoctrination of the youth in the public school system. That is the biggest number one issue. Because if you can convince a whole population of something, you're going to run that show for years. Because they'll convince their children, and their children will convince their children, and it'll be an epidemic.
Well, you know what's so funny is I remember watching a school board meeting in Brantford, Connecticut.
Yeah,
on
shout
the
out
TV.
Brantford, B-Town.
I watched it on the TV.
Yep.
And you know how like sometimes like they'd always have the school board meeting. So one day, I don't know, for whatever reason, I turned it on. And one of the things that one of the board members said that really bothered me is we don't want to teach the kids here at school one thing and then have them go back home and have their parents teach them something totally different and undermining everything that we're trying to do. And I'm
It tells you exactly what they're going to do.
Why would I be upset about you teaching math, about you teaching reading, about you teaching the sciences? What are you teaching that they would be coming home and I would be undermining them?
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying, oh, you know what? Like, you know, this math, this reading thing isn't working.
Right.
So that's when I got my first little clue into
really
that there
going
was
on.
a bigger agenda going on at the school. And that's why I always made it my responsibility to actually be involved.
Yeah.
To become part of the PTA, to go into the school, to see what was, you know, happening.
Yeah.
And you got to see who the good teachers were. You got to see who the bad teachers were. And you also got to feel the culture of the environment.
Yeah.
And I have to say, as the kids get older, you take a step back. Like in an elementary school, you're really involved. But once they get to like middle school, you never really go to the school. Except like to see them in a show. Rarely, like if you want to fight with a science teacher because the whole summer went by and she never ordered the school books and it's now October. And it's like, why didn't you order the school books? What were you doing all summer? You should have had those textbooks ordered.
Right. Shout out, Miss Taylor.
And that actually happened to me in the middle school that I had to go and make. And she was like, calm down, lady. And I was like, no, I'm not going to calm down. Like, this is your job, is to make sure you're prepared.
What was the line that you hit her with? I'm the customer?
Yes. Well, I said that a few times.
You work for me. I love that.
I was never.
I'm the taxpayer.
This is my
you
school.
Work for me.
This is my school. But, you know, so that is a big problem. But I think we should show this video because I really think it, video number 1 goes into the whole explanation of what is really going on in our public schools right now and why Candace Owens really thinks it's a good idea not to put your kids in public school.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
Everyone worries about the university indoctrination that happens up here, but it is the crooked foundation of the public school system that makes university indoctrination possible. Everything in school is filtered through the Marxist lens of oppressed versus oppressors. So schools introduce gender ideology, and anyone who's against it is framed as intolerant. They introduce critical race theory, and anyone who's against it is framed as racist. The school introduces feminism, and if you go against it, you're a misogynist or part of the patriarchy. And they introduce socialism, and anyone who's against that is privileged. Now, more often than not, in fact, most of the time, this isn't happening overtly, but it's subtly embedded into curriculum. So
Embedded into the curriculum, Coach.
Well, you know what's
Keywords.
so funny? Because my sister and I were watching South Park when I was over there.
Oh, great show.
And it is so funny. But one of the things is, it was like, privacy, we want privacy with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
But then they go to the, what is it? Like the people who give you, like your personality, whatever. Your branding. They go to a branding expert. And he's like, beautiful, this, and victim.
And victim.
And like every single person was athletic, smart, victim. Like every label, everybody's a victim.
Yeah.
Like that is the way our society has become.
Yeah.
And I mean, I do feel like some of it is pretty bogus. When
Yeah,
you go to the
totally.
school level, how it's all designed to pit people against each other. Like they don't want to give you the full story.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, my ancestors fought in the Civil War, never owned slaves, but I'm an evil person.
Right, I'm an evil.
Like my
person 'cause I'm
ancestors
white.
fought to end slavery.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't perpetuating slavery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just find it like really distasteful how they try to pit people together rather than saying, you know what, the people who really believed in the Lord Jesus Christ and wanted to make the country better and wanted us to be united and felt like humanity was so important that they were willing to give their lives on the, put their lives on the line to free people. Like to show that's because you're Americans, brothers and sisters united in Christ, right?
100%.
And I just feel like it's the Marxist agenda. You got to get rid of God. Religion is the opium of the people.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of God. And you have to divide. You have to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
And I do believe that the public schools, because I feel that you going to Catholic school for a little bit, and same with Presley going to Catholic school for a little bit, was beneficial. Where Gabriel, who never went to Catholic school, I feel is at a disadvantage in certain philosophies. Let's put it like that.
Philosophies?
Certain philosophies, yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Certain philosophies.
Because I'm sure they would have told him, and victim.
And victim. He's going to tell us to cut that. But no, I do think you're right. I absolutely agree. The public school system is so warped right now. It's so warped. And my fear is that it's only going to continue to get warped by these people, because I feel that not enough, I guess, I don't want to say truth tellers, but truth tellers, people who will actually tell you what's actually going on and what history really is. Not enough people are going into the teaching profession, right? Like I don't know enough teachers that are going to be teaching the right way.
You could be the best teacher in the world and a fantastic teacher, but you're not allowed to go into the classroom with your own lesson plan. That lesson plan is handed to you.
Yeah.
And they say, this is what you're teaching the kids. Here is the lesson plan, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I remember when you were young, a lot of the teachers would even communicate that frustration to me, how years ago they could teach.
Right.
Now, we're not allowed to teach anymore. We have to do everything that the bureaucratic Department of Education was funneling down onto them.
Yeah.
So to me, that's a big problem. So you could be a great teacher, but
Right.
you're not allowed to teach. My father was a teacher.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's very controlling. It's very manipulative. And I feel that the public education system is made to MK Ultra and to indoctrinate people.
So what would you say now? I guess we just have to get rid of that department completely.
Thank
right?
God.
Eliminate the Department of Education.
Oh my gosh, if Donald
And there
Trump
was only
does
one
that would
person
be
that said
great.
that they were going to do that. Only one said that they were going to do that. We have to get rid of it. We have to get rid of it.
do.
It needs to go back to the state.
To
let
local.
Let the local government, the state and local government decide how the education is going to be run. And that's it. Like, that's it. But that's, one thing I always find interesting, right? It's like a lot of the people want, their freedoms, right? Oh, we don't want to be oppressed, fascism. But then the Democrats are the first ones to be like, let the federal government tell me how to think. Let the federal government tell me what's right, what's wrong. Let the federal government do this. Let the federal government do that.
Provide for my family.
Yeah.
Let the federal government tell me how my neighborhood is. Like, we're not even allowed to be tribal anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, what is Matt Judd saying?
That, like the Hendricks assigning a project on who you should vote for or who's the better candidate, forgot, which is the same thing.
I have no idea what that means.
I think he's saying like somebody like telling you to look into a candidate, and then now it's like, this is who you need to vote for and this is why you need to vote for them.
How about when Trump won the first time and they had to have the freaking cry session
Yeah.
for Gabriel
The
and
safe-
Walsh
the safe
Intermediate
space, the
School.
safe space.
That they all had to go and meet together and talk about how scared they were that Donald Trump became president. And what the hell was that?
But
How
that's
about
where it
that's the
started.
way our country runs? The majority voted for
Yeah.
Donald Trump. We have to go with the majority. Like, that's what we fought in the Civil War, is to be a country that's united.
Yeah.
United we stand, divided we fall.
Yep.
I mean,
Totally.
it's like, I couldn't believe that when I was like, what? Like, you wasted class time to go and sit in a circle and cry with the other sore losers?
Yeah.
Like, you're a bunch
Blue
of
crayon.
sore losers.
Hashtag blue crayon.
That he didn't really get to use.
Didn't get
that
to use the
much.
blue crayon. Hashtag blue crayon. What
Well,
happened
you
to
know
your
what?
sheets?
We have to show, because I dripped the
The
water.
wine, the condensation?
The water, yeah. But I want to show this video number 2.
Okay.
Because this, to me, is so typical of a lot of people who they say, oh, we're on the nice side. We're the tolerant side. You
Right.
got to watch this video. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Let's take a look at how tolerant they really are.
They let you wear that shirt here?
Yes.
So
Why? Why are you taking my picture?
why are you wearing that shirt? You're working. It's not
It's
a
a
Target
red
shirt.
shirt. I can wear any red shirt.
It's not a plain shirt.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes. Oh, yes, I know.
Are you fucking stupid?
No.
Why the fuck would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt.
We
You
don't.
support a racist.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
He's not a racist.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he fucking is.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with you.
You're not. You should go
over
get
it.
your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable.
Unacceptable, coach. He's a racist.
That old lady is working at Target.
Yeah.
I mean, she should be retired, sitting at home watching The Young and the Restless during the day. I mean, let's be honest.
Right.
So she's probably working hard to pay her bills.
Yeah.
Because God only knows how she got screwed in the system that we call healthcare, right?
Yep.
Or paying your bills. And she's at work and she has this woman come up to her and start using the F word and harassing her and trying to insinuate that she's a racist for wearing a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that is completely absurd.
Yeah.
And it's nasty.
Yep.
And the thing is that you should not be doing that. You should be like, you know what? Let me just mind my business. If they want to wear that shirt, they can wear that shirt. It's really none of my business.
Yeah.
That lady's working at Target.
Right. Nope. But we gotta go out of our way.
I want to see your
We gotta
manager.
go out of our way. Shit
It's like
on him.
they're trying to ruin somebody at work. Go get your manager. You shouldn't like Charlie Kirk. He's a racist. A racist who I don't see anybody fighting harder for him than Candace Owens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
100% right. 6 people watching and everybody feels disgusted. Calvin Guerrera.
6 people watching.
And everybody feels disgusted.
Well, Calvin, that's 6 people on YouTube, not X.
There you
That's
go,
where
coach.
we have our
There you go.
higher viewership.
There you go. Listen, Calvin, if you feel so disgusted, brother, all you got to do is turn it off, man. No need. All you got to do is turn it off.
But I bet he's feeling
Don't you be such a sore
disgusted.
loser.
I think he's feeling disgusted over that video.
You think so?
I think it's over the video, seeing the woman
Really?
being harassed
Is
at
that
work.
why you feel disgusted, Calvin? Because that poor old lady is minding her own business, doing her job, and she gets harassed in the aisle? Is that why you feel disgusted? Let us know. What's disgusting you, man?
I mean, I think
Let us know.
honestly, it disgusted me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, just leave that poor lady alone.
Yeah.
You don't have to start using profanity and
Right.
using the F word.
Yeah.
You know, have a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, the only way that we're going to start to learn how to get along and like each other is if we start talking to each other again.
Yeah. Having real conversations.
Yeah.
Talking about our differences. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely right. You're 100% right, Coach. Calvin, let us know, man. What's going on? What's disgusting you? But, I mean, speaking of Candace Owens, your favorite person in the whole wide world.
She's not my favorite person in the whole wide world.
Fired up. Fired up. She's gone full steam ahead after that big meeting with Erika Kirk.
Well, let's watch video 3.
All right, let's
I
go to
think
video
it'd be
3.
interesting because I haven't seen this.
Oh, all right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at video 3.
In order for a large stage murder to
But
happen.
you specifically said, you didn't say complicit in a cover-up. You said complicit in the murder. Because I said who at Turning Point was involved
clarify for you.
in his murder. And
Let
you
me
said,
clarify for you. Okay, you can keep saying what I said or you can listen to what I am saying.
Okay.
When I was using the analogy of JFK and we were connecting it, I was basically pushing back on you because you were suggesting that, you know, all of these people being involved would be crazy. So I was applying the analogy of what happened to JFK. Well, you actually, if you go back and listen,
I don't know.
Suggesting that a conspiracy.
I said you don't know either. You're floating theories.
When we started talking about the JFK thing,
listen, let me make it clear.
Piers, I really think you're not holding on to your thoughts
Candace,
here correctly.
let me spell out my thought very clearly.
When we started talking about JFK, the implication that you were making was that it was crazy to suggest that multiple people could have been involved at different levels. I was then connecting the dots and saying that in order for the JFK assassination to happen, there had to have been tons of people that were complicit,
I understand. I heard what you said.
Maybe you're the person who takes the cameras down. Maybe you're the person that told him to drive that day. Maybe you're LBJ. So they're not all complicit in the murder, but they're all at different varying stages involved in the cover-up, right? So that's what a grand conspiracy actually is.
Well, you know what I find funny watching that Candace thing?
What'd you find funny?
Is that even Piers Morgan's like floating theories. I don't know. You don't know. Didn't Kash Patel and the FBI tell us that Tyler Robinson was the murderer? And
he's the guy.
He was like, we got this case closed in 72 hours, right?
Yep, said he was the man. Closed that case in 72 hours, but the Brown University shooter is still hanging out.
Listen, that's because
saying,
nobody
FBI
believes that Tyler Robinson acted alone.
Yeah,
nobody.
Totally.
Okay, so the FBI, they're lying to us.
Yeah.
I mean, what about that? I mean, they got that patsy in Washington, D.C., who all of a sudden, The Blaze comes up with the story about a cop, a Capital City police officer, being responsible for the pipe bombs.
Yeah.
A couple of days later, they find this poor guy, he's autistic, and
the
saying
guy
that he
was
the bomber. I mean, nobody believes that either. Why do you think, Dan Bongino quit today?
He did quit. Going back to his show.
Yeah, because he's sick of the lies himself.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm here, and it's just so swampy and corrupt that I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't be a part of this.
Yeah.
Like, I need to be able to go to bed and sleep at night. So even for Piers Morgan to be like, oh, well, we all have our theories. I don't know. You don't know. We should all know. It's Tyler Robinson, isn't it?
Tyler Robinson.
I mean, so they're mad at Candace for asking questions.
That story has so many holes. I mean, when you really think about it, there's so many holes that just don't make any sense. That if you have half a brain, you're just like, I don't know. That just doesn't add up. It just really. There's so many holes. There's so many missing things there that it really is just like, what are you even talking about? I see in the chat there, Stump, giant sucko birds, dude. Birds suck. Maddie, bolt up. Hold that L. And Chargers betrayed San Diego. They suck too. They did betray San Diego. That is true. I can't deny that. But are we getting ready? Is it almost that time, right? To start.
It is almost
start thinking
time,
about
so
turning
the
stream on. So we're getting ready to watch the big presidential address. It's going live here in a couple minutes. We're gonna hang out and watch it here with you guys and do a little live reaction to see what the president's gonna be talking about. But I mean, listen, it could be so many things. There's so many things that this address could be about. So it is going to be interesting to see. Coach, one thing that we didn't get to talk about that I thought was really interesting, I have to say, the Chinese baby ring. They were talking about that last night.
Hey, I know,
yeah. And then, that was crazy that all these Chinese people are flying here and having their kids.
You have a
US?
billionaire who has hundreds of kids.
Yeah.
But there are thousands of Chinese people doing it because then they said that they're going to turn their kids into spies because they have the birthright citizenship.
Right, it's crazy.
Maybe Trump will talk about that tonight. Who knows?
So many things. There's so many things that it could be. So let's take a look here. We're getting ready.
So I'm going to mute it.
All right, mute up here before he goes live.
And then when Trump comes on, we'll start watching it.
Yeah.
And, you guys, if you want to watch it at home, and then we could, comment together and, just say, just watch it together.
Watch it together.
All 6 of us, counting the 2 of us.
Yes, all 6
of us.
And the ghost. Don't forget the ghost.
So there's maybe 9.
Yeah.
9 on YouTube, but on X we have more people.
Yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot of viewers right now, right? We got a lot of live viewers hanging out with us right now between X and YouTube. But listen, guys, turn it on. Let's watch this address together, so that way we can kind of comment and see. I see already they're saying that he's going to be talking about some economic successes. So hopefully it's a good address, right?
I hope he doesn't lie.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't lie and don't believe your lying eyes when you check your bank account and it's really low. The economy's really great. That's kind of like gaslighting.
Yeah, I know.
So I hope he doesn't go there. Listen, I'm a truth teller, and that's why I like to do the show.
We could get a little gaslit here.
That's what I'm afraid of.
We could get a little.
So
gaslit.
that's why we're gonna. Is this it?
Oh
no, it's just a picture of the White House.
I think they're just showing the White. He's gonna walk out.
Where are the Christmas lights? Don't you? I feel like it should have been lit up or something.
Some icicles hanging off the roof.
I'll tell you, your father does a much nicer job doing the decorating outside.
I agree. You got to have some icicles on the
I agree with
on the White House.
I mean, the wreaths are there, but they're so dark that they should have some spotlights on the wreaths.
They're worried about the energy. They don't want to pay the power bill for that. That's probably what it is.
I don't know. I think that looks terrible.
They don't want to pay the power bill.
I really do. I think the White House could look a lot better at the holiday season. Let me tell you, you go to the front of my house, it looks good.
The front of the house does look good.
Because, we have the Isle of Misfit toys. We have the Charlie Brown. Yes, I do love to decorate.
The inside of the house looks good. The whole house.
I do love to decorate.
The whole house is very festive. We got a very festive house here.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like the White House should look better. That's the nation's house. I feel like it should look nicer with the decorations.
Put some icicles on and get it frosted.
Everybody, make sure you turn on the TV. Well, I'm watching it on Newsmax.
You're watching it on Newsmax.
Yes.
Coming right out and saying it with your boy, Greg Kelly, punk.
It's so funny. My son wrote a play, and even he makes fun of Newsmax because we were so disgusted after the 2020 election. The same night, we never turned on Fox again.
We didn't.
That night, we were like, we're done with Fox News.
We didn't turn on
fake
Fox
news.
ever again. But real quick, before Trump talks about addresses the nation, Coach, we got to talk about this clip. This is a great clip. I think you're gonna love it here. This is wildly entertaining.
Okay.
I think we're going to see the same thing with Brigitte Macron and you, is that he was weaponizing deliberate lies for money. And I think you
Brigitte Macron has a penis. I really want you to know that.
Brigitte Macron does not have a penis.
Brigitte Macron has a penis.
No, she doesn't.
I'm sorry.
She had 3 children.
Did she get it removed?
She had 3 children.
Yeah, you can have adoptive children. You can call somebody, but Brigitte Macron was born a dude named Jean-Michel Trogneau. Well, and I just feel, I want you to know that. I want you to know that Brigitte Macron probably stands peeing up. Probably pee standing up is what I want you to know.
The beauty is we have a big bet.
I think Brigitte
we have a big bet, and we're going to find out because it's going to court. And, you will lose that court case. I think you will.
Yeah. I am not going to lose a court case because Brigitte is presenting evidence that Brigitte was born a woman, because that's never even been offered. That's just their PR coming after and saying these things. Nobody believes that Brigitte Macron is just unable to present any pictures. Nobody's asking for blood.
All right, let's wait for the court case. Let's wait for the court case.
Okay, great.
Coach, what did you think about that? Oh, here we go.
Oh, all right.
Here it is. Here's President Trump.
And some would say in the history of our country, which caused prices
beautiful decorations there
than ever before, making life unaffordable for millions and millions of Americans. This happened during a Democrat administration, and it's when we first began hearing the word affordability. Our border was open, and because of this, our country was being invaded by an army of 25 million people. Many who came from prisons and jails.
I thought it was 10 million. Now it's up to 25 million. It's like talking to my mother. I spent $10. I spent $20. It cost me $100.
888 murders.
Turn it up, Coach. Turn it up.
50%
Let's get it nice and loud.
Killed more than one person. This is what the Biden administration allowed to happen to our country, and it can never be allowed to happen again. We had men playing in women's sports, transgender for everybody. Crime and levels, law enforcement, and words such as that just absolutely forbidden. We had the worst trade deals ever made, and our country was laughed at from all over the world. But they're not laughing anymore. Over the past 11 months, we have brought more positive change to Washington than any administration in American history. There's never been anything like it, and I think most would agree. I was elected in a landslide, winning the popular vote and all 7 swing states and everything else.
Here we go, Coach.
With a mandate to take on a sick and corrupt system that
It's Fellatio City right now.
Just took the wealth from people and crushed the dreams of the American people. For the last 4 years, the United States was ruled by politicians who fought only for insiders, illegal aliens, career criminals, corporate lobbyists, prisoners, terrorists, and above all, foreign nations, which took advantage of us at levels never seen before. They flooded your cities and towns with illegal aliens. They decimated your hard-earned savings. They indoctrinated your children with hate for America.
True. That's true.
Really, I mean, they just released a level of violent felons that we had never seen to prey on innocent. They caused war. They caused mayhem. They caused a horrible situation all over the globe. But now you have a president who fights for the law-abiding, hard-working people of our country, the ones who make this nation run, who make this nation work. And after just 1 year, we have achieved more than anyone could have imagined.
Oh, here we go.
On day one, I took immediate action to stop the invasion of our southern border. For the past 7 months, 0 illegal aliens have been allowed into our country, a feat which everyone said was absolutely impossible. Do you remember when Joe Biden said that he needed Congress to pass legislation to help close the border? He was always blaming Congress and everyone else. As it turned out, we didn't need legislation. We just needed a new president. We inherited the worst border anywhere in the world, and we quickly turned it into the strongest border in the history of our country. In other words, in a few short months, we went from worst to best. We're deporting criminals, restoring safety to our most dangerous cities. Just take a look at Washington, D.C. It's at levels of safety that we've never seen before. And they decimated the bloodthirsty foreign drug cartels. We did that all by ourselves with our people, and we're so proud of it because they were poisoning and destroying our population. Drugs brought in by ocean and by sea are now down 94%. We have broken the grip of sinister woke radicals in our schools, and control over those schools is back now in the hands of our great and loving states where education belongs. After
we were talking about that just now. That's good.
In my first term, and with the addition we are adding right now, we have the most powerful military anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. I've restored American strength, settled 8 wars in 10 months, destroyed the Iran nuclear threat, and ended the war in Gaza, bringing for the first time in 3,000 years peace to the Middle East, and secured the release of the hostages, both living and dead. Here at home, we're bringing our economy back from the brink of ruin. The last administration and their allies in Congress looted our treasury for trillions of dollars, driving up prices and everything at levels never seen before.
Feeling a little lectured too.
Those high prices down and
Bringing it down for you, Coach. I think he's bringing it down for you.
Let's look at the facts. Under the Biden administration, car prices rose 22%, and in many states, 30% or more. Gasoline rose 30 to 50%.
He's like, look at what I do for you. Look at what I do for you.
Yeah, it's a fellatio sesh.
Look at what I do for you.
We're getting a lot of gloating.
No, it's almost like a lecture. Like, you don't know how good you have it now with me. Don't you remember how crappy it was before I became president? That's how I feel it is.
Yeah.
It's like, one of my parents coming and being like, you know how lucky you are to have a roof over your head?
Yep.
It's not done yet. But boy,
Scott Villa
we're
says
making
not
progress.
natural.
Nobody can believe what's going on. Here are just some of the efforts that we have underway. You will see in your wallets and bank accounts in the new year. After years of record-setting falling incomes,
the price of eggs is down 82%. That's bullshit.
Bullshit,
It's
Coach?
not 82%, maybe 2%.
Not 82%,
The
just
eggs
2.
I buy is like maybe $1.
Well, you buy that organic. You might as well buy it off the farm.
$1,300 for construction workers.
But if it was down 82%.
$1,800 for miners. We're bringing back clean, beautiful coal. It's $3,300. And for the first time in years, wages are rising much faster than inflation. Remember that.
Bullshit.
The wages, just look
You
at it.
did get a good
Wages
raise
are
this
going
year,
up
though.
much
I did.
Because you work
faster
very hard.
than
You
inflation.
work
good
hard
raise.
for the
How
money,
big
so,
is that?
you know.
Very important.
He is right about that in your life.
Today than at any
I guess,
time in
I
American
suppose.
history, and 100% of all jobs created since I took office have been in the private sector. Think of that.
That's true.
100% of all jobs have been in the private sector rather than government, which is the only way to make a country powerful and great. This historic trend will continue. Already, I've secured a record-breaking $18 trillion of investment into the United States, which means jobs, wage increases, growth, factory openings, and
I'm just
far
waiting for him to
greater
say, okay,
national
stupid ass, like my
Yeah.
mother. All right, stupid ass.
Give me a little slap.
has been accomplished
I'm gonna
by
slap you.
tariffs.
That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling that
Oh, the
vibe.
tariffs.
Which for many decades have been used successfully by other countries.
Talking about tariff
against
action.
us, But not anymore.
Not
Companies know
anymore.
that if they build in America, there are no tariffs. And that's why they're coming home to the USA in record numbers. They're building factories and plants at levels we haven't seen. AI, automobiles, we're doing what nobody thought was even possible, not even remotely possible. There's never, frankly, been anything like it. 1 year ago, our country was dead. We were absolutely dead. Our country was ready to fail, totally failed. Now, we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. And that's said by every single leader that I've spoken to over the last 5 months. Next year, you will also see the results of the largest
Every
tax
leader
cuts
over
in
the past
American
5
history
months.
that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress. We wrapped 12 different bills up into one beautiful bill. That includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. Under these cuts, many families will be saving between $11,000 and $20,000 a year, and next spring is projected to be the largest.
But people
tax
aren't going to
refund
feel that
season
till next
of
year,
all
right?
time.
Yeah.
So
Because
it's hard
the
for them to
tariffs
feel
alone
it right
will be
now.
Just passed one big beautiful bill. Tonight, I am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call Warrior Dividend before Christmas. So
Wow!
Oh,
I like that. The Warrior Dividend, baby.
Wow.
That's good.
we are sending every
I like the
soldier
Warrior Dividend. Stefano, come to Pensacola. Buy me dinner, honey.
Think of that. And the checks are already on the way.
On the way. The checks are already on the way.
You know what you need to
The
do,
Warrior
Stefano, with the
Dividend.
Warrior Dividend? Buy your mother a ticket. Come to Pensacola. You guys
Yeah.
can stay here. We'll have a blast.
Little Pensacola action with the Warrior Dividend.
Yeah, the Warrior Dividend. I like that.
Military, and last year we
You
had
got to
one of
give
the
him
worst
credit for that.
predicted
Usually
numbers
the veterans
in our
get
military's history.
treated like
What
crap.
a difference a year makes.
So
In
is that
addition,
something positive, or the Democrats going to badmouth that
politician
too?
The party has ever done, standing up to the special interest to dramatically reduce the price of prescription drugs. I negotiated directly with the drug companies and foreign nations.
He looks like
to
he's on
take
Ozempic.
advantage of our country for
Doesn't
many
he look like he's
decades
on
to
Ozempic?
slash
I can't believe you're
prices
saying
of
that,
drugs
Coach.
and pharmaceuticals
He looks
by
a
as
little
much as
thin to me.
400, 500, and even 600%.
I hope you're not trying to share him.
In other words, your
What?
drug
Don't try to
costs
share
will be
him.
I'm not.
downward.
I'm putting our
And I
link
use
in
the
his
threat of
thing.
tariffs
Oh,
to get
thank
foreign
you.
countries who would never have done it to pay the cost of this giant dollar reduction. They stopped ripping us off, and it began as of 4 days ago.
4
There's
days
never
ago.
been anything like this in the history of our country. Drugs have only gone up, but now they'll be going down by numbers never conceived possible. It's called most favored nation, and no president has ever had the courage or ability to get this done until now. The first of these unprecedented price reductions will be available starting in January through a new website, TrumpRx.com.
There's going to be a surge in
And these
spending
big
at
price
Wild
cuts will
Greg's.
greatly reduce the cost of healthcare. I'm also taking on the
What a line.
gigantic health insurance companies that have gotten rich on billions of dollars of money that should go directly to the people, the money should go to the people. That's you.
The money should go to the people.
I agree. I agree. But no, the Democrats would rather have Luigi Mangione go and shoot one of the CEOs on the street of New York, right?
Yeah.
The current unaffordable
This
Care Act
hurts
was created
more
to
than
make
shooting a
insurance
CEO.
companies rich.
It hurts the
was bad
insurance
healthcare
companies
at
more.
much too high
Yeah.
a cost. And you see that now in the steep increase in premiums being demanded by the Democrats, and they are demanding.
Trump looks
those
great, I have to
increases,
say.
and it's
Looks
their
looks
fault.
looks
It
good.
is not
I
the
have to say he's
Republicans'
picking up
fault.
some steam.
It's the
He's doing good.
Democrats' fault. It's the Unaffordable Care Act, and everybody knew it.
It is the
Again,
Unaffordable Care Act. I
Truth,
agree.
truth.
So you can buy your own health care. You get much better health care at a much lower
Yeah,
price.
and then you have the
only
power of the
losers
purse.
will be
Yeah.
insurance
Yep.
companies that have gotten rich, and the
Turn it up,
Democrat
Coach, turn it up.
Party, which is totally controlled
You
by
can't
the
hear
same
it.
insurance
No, I
companies.
just want to make sure they can
They
hear a
will
little
not
bit.
be
They're watching it
But
themselves.
that's
I told
okay
them,
with
watch
me,
it
because
yourself.
you
Trust.
people are finally going to be getting great health care at a lower cost. Another major focus is the cost of energy. For years, the radical left Democrats exploited the green energy scam.
We used to be
The
broke.
green energy, it was the biggest scam. It's a total scam. Bullshit.
For AI, they'll destroy the planet.
Yeah.
Right? We were so worried about water. Now they'll like suck a whole town dry
Yep.
to run the AI.
Totally.
They're such bullshit artists.
Under Biden, and the typical family lost $5,000 to $10,000.
That was us.
In higher energy.
Yep.
That was us in Connecticut. We were dying.
$10,000 you lost. On day one, I declared a national energy emergency. Gasoline is now under $2.50 a gallon in much of the country.
Yeah.
In some states, it, by the
Amen.
way, just hit $1.99 a
Wow, what state is that?
That? That's not
I want to
here.
move to that state.
No, I'm not leaving Florida. I like Florida.
$1.99.
That won't be beaten by practically, I would say, by anybody, or certainly not very soon. Prices on electricity and everything else will fall dramatically. The Democrat inflation disaster, again, the worst in the history of our country, also robbed millions of Americans of home ownership and indeed the American dream. The yearly cost of a typical new mortgage increased by $15,000 under Democrat rule. In 11
Oh,
months,
look at that.
we've
We got a
already
chart.
gotten that annual cost down by $3,000.
Guys, hopefully you watch it and you can
it's
see this
coming
chart
down
action.
A lot lower. Wait till you see the numbers are
Wow.
going to be shocking. And I'll soon announce our next chairman of the Federal Reserve, someone who believes in lower interest rates.
You know,
by
we
a
should
lot,
ask
and mortgage
Robert
payments
Rampolla to
will be
come and
coming
tell
down
us.
even
We
further.
should get him on the horn.
Yeah.
Let's have him come in.
In the new year, I will announce
He's
some
the
of
expert. He'll be
most
able to tell
aggressive
us.
housing reform plans in American history. A major factor in driving up housing costs was the colossal border invasion. We have never been invaded. This is the worst thing that, frankly, in my opinion, the worst thing that the Biden administration did to our country is the invasion at the border. The last administration,
It really
and their
was
allies
probably
in
the
Congress
worst.
Especially in New York.
It really
millions and
was.
millions of migrants
Honestly, the
engaged
sanctuary
in
cities are such a
taxpayer-funded housing,
disaster.
While your rent and housing costs skyrocketed. Over 60% of growth in the rental market came from foreign migrants. At the same time, illegal aliens stole American jobs and flooded emergency rooms, getting free health care and education paid for by you, the American taxpayer. They also increased the cost of law enforcement by numbers so high that they are not even to be mentioned. For the first time in 50 years, we
Not
have
even to be
seen
mentioned.
reverse migration.
That tells you everything you need to know right there.
Leaving
It
more
was so
housing and
high,
more jobs
it is not
for
even to be
Americans.
mentioned.
In the year before my election, all net creation of jobs was going to foreign migrants. Since I took office, 100% of all net job creation has gone to American-born citizens. 100%.
I will
Look at
say,
that.
it was all illegals doing the DoorDash in New York when I was
Yeah,
there.
the
and
illegals
they
were
had
heavy
to
on the
go-
DoorDash.
They had to get paid $20 an hour. They weren't making $20 an hour. There was people exploiting
At
them.
the expense of our nation. Look at Minnesota, where Somalians have taken over the economics of the state.
Yeah, the
and
Somalis.
stolen billions and billions of dollars.
Mother
They
effers,
did.
the
They
Somalis.
did steal billions
From
of
the United
dollars. That is
States
no
of
joke.
America, and we're gonna put it
No
into-
joke.
For so long as before my election, the vast majority of good and decent Americans were forced to watch as corrupt politicians plundered the halls of power. exploited our taxpayers, and pillaged every system that makes civilized society function. But not anymore, and you see that every day. Not anymore.
Not anymore,
Not
baby.
anymore.
Not anymore.
Making America great again. Very simple.
Make
We are
America
making
great again.
America great again. Tonight, after 11 months, our border is secure. Inflation is stopped. Wages are up. Prices are down. Our nation is strong.
Yep.
America is respected. And our country is back, stronger than ever before. We're poised for an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen.
Oh, all right.
Soon we will host the World Cup and the Olympics, both of
Yep.
which I got. But most importantly, we will celebrate the 250th
There's the throw-in right there. Both of which were because of me.
Declaration of Independence. There could be no more fitting tribute to this epic milestone than to complete the comeback of America that began just 1 year ago. When the world looks at us next year, let them see a nation that is loyal to its citizens, faithful to its workers, confident to its identity,
Yep.
certain to its destiny, and the envy of the entire globe. We are respected again like we have never been respected before. To each and every one of you, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless you all.
Woo!
All right.
And no war. Wow, that is awesome.
And no war.
Because they kept saying he's coming on to say we're going to war, we're going to war, we're going
Yep.
to war.
Yep.
Thank God.
We're not going to war. No war. No war.
Hallelujah.
President, no
Hallelujah.
wars, Coach. Stays true to the
Oh,
word.
thank God.
Stays
I
true to
am
the word.
so relieved.
So what's your initial thoughts, Coach, of the
In
fellatio
beginning-
session?
Okay, in the beginning, I felt like he was like a little bit, like angry. Like I almost felt like it was like a dad lecture, you know?
Yeah, he was
like,
a little fired
let
up.
me tell you something. You don't know how good you have it. And
Yep.
then I felt like he started to calm down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And, once he started talking about all the wonderful things
Yeah.
that he was doing, I liked it.
And the
I thought it was
goals,
great.
a lot of good goals.
Yeah.
I heard there a lot of good goals.
And
We're gonna
Merry
turn it around.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas at the
Saying
end.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That was wonderful.
Yeah, offended some libs probably saying Merry Christmas, right? Shout out the libs.
I'm surprised he didn't do it out of the Oval Office.
Maybe it was in the Oval Office. Maybe it was like
No,
at
that
like
wasn't
on
the Oval
fireplace. He
Office.
said it was going to be in the Oval.
No, it was in another room. It wasn't the
Another
Oval
room?
Office.
Look great. Let me tell you though, Christmas decorations looked awesome.
Yes, the indoor.
Thanks to Melania.
Thanks to Melania, but
Thanks to
obviously
Melania.
Trump's not much of a decorator outdoors because
No, he's
everybody
not.
knows the
Well,
father's
listen,
in
I
charge
don't
of the
think
outside.
Trump ever gets on the roof and he's sliding around on his belly, hanging icicle lights. I just don't think that's something that Trump has ever done in his life, But listen, I thought it was a good address.
I thought it was fantastic.
Talked a lot about some good things that are happening right now. Some things that we're going to see coming into the new year that are going to be good. Some great things that we did this year. I think that was a good address. I think positivity, right? Brought a lot of positive energy.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I'm happy.
I thought he did such a good job. I have to say,
He killed it, says Michelle. I agree, Michelle.
Michelle, I agree with you,
I think he did kill
especially
it.
talking about that dividend.
Yeah.
The Warriors.
The Warriors dividend.
And that is something that we need to start doing is appreciating the veterans in this country.
He did say classic line though, checks in the mail. It's a classic line, man. That's the classic line. Checks in the mail. Warriors dividend. We'll see you soon.
Well, I really hope that Stefano buys Nikki a ticket to Pensacola and he comes with her and they can go have fun.
But Scottville is right. I mean, here in Pensacola, Wild Greg's is going to be buzzing New Year's Eve. That place is going to be packed.
Let me tell you, it's
gonna
going to
be the
be
real
good for the
deal.
economy down here because
Yeah.
we have a lot of servicemen.
Downtown is going to be wild. Intermission's going to be packed to the max come New Year's Eve night. It's going to be a wild scene.
Well, and you know what? Hopefully they'll give some to charity.
Checks in
too.
the mail. No, they're not going to give a dime to charity. They're going to go. They're going to be like, we are the charity. Thanks very much. We are the charity. Appreciate you.
I have to say, I thought that it was wonderful and very positive.
Yeah, totally. Very positive.
And I really liked him talking about the mortgages, how he's helping
Yep.
to make, home ownership more affordable. Let me
Yep.
tell you, there is a conspiracy out there
Mhm.
to not let people become landowners. Because when I was in Charlotte,
landowners,
North
homeowners,
Carolina, It was all apartment complexes. Everything
Yeah.
is an apartment. So it's like maybe they'll let you own a box in
Yeah.
a big building,
Right.
but they won't let you actually own land.
Yeah, you're
You
100%
know,
right.
I mean, it used to be we owned acres. Now we're down to 1 acre. Then you're down to a quarter an acre. Now they don't even want you to own that. They
Right,
want
you
to
can't even
a
have
box.
that now anymore either. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're 100% right. You can't even have that anymore.
I mean, it's disgusting. So I'm happy that, God willing, people can start buying houses. They get to enjoy the American dream.
Yeah, totally.
You know, because home ownership is so important.
It is. It is important, and I think, especially for the younger generation and the people around my age and the people younger, it is stressful thinking about how you're going to be able to try to figure out how to afford a home. So hopefully, the housing prices go down, the interest rates continue to drop, and it becomes a little bit more affordable, and provide some optimism for especially younger generations. Provide some optimism. Say, hey, listen, this is still doable. Continue to work hard. It's going to work out. You're going to be able to buy a home one day. That's what you need, right? You need the positivity, especially holiday season. It's going to be okay. Next year is going to be great. And I think the first 6 months of 2026 is going to be really good. I think a lot of great things are going to happen.
I totally agree with you. You know what? We need to be positive.
Yeah.
And we need to know the government is not here to solve all our problems.
Right. They're not.
You have a problem, you got to go to church and you have to pray.
Yeah.
But
Jesus, even he said, he was like, listen, we're not here to add government jobs. We're here to add private sector jobs.
Yeah.
He said it in that address tonight. He's like, we're not, that's how you get the economy booming. It's like, let's get the private sector moving a little bit. Right? Because the public sector, everybody blows the public sector, but the public sector, drags the ball a lot. There's no worse spender than the government. Anytime the government's in charge of doing anything, they always F it up. You need the private sector to start booming a little bit.
And they
you have to have it.
solve problems, because if they solve problems, they'll put themselves out of a job.
Yeah.
So they're very inefficient at what they do.
Yeah. No mention of the Trump Fund for New Babies site opened up today to register your
I thought
child.
he mentioned that. But
Yeah.
you know what? He mentioned a lot of other things that nobody, was talking about. So I think he needed to, I did feel like it was a bit of a scolding. Hey, listen, stop being so negative. Be positive. There are a lot of good things going on here.
Right.
You know?
Totally.
This holiday season, when you get together with your family, be positive. Things are going to be getting better.
Yeah, we got to go into this holiday season, guys. Next week is Christmas. Let's turn on the positive energy. Let's say, all right, listen, 2026 is going to be a great year. There's a lot of great things coming down the pike. We're going to get back to it. Let's not forget, man, Trump's starting from scratch.
Yeah.
He's starting from scratch, and he's gotten rid of all the illegals. There's no more border crossings anymore. We're rounding the illegals up. We're getting them out of here. That's what we have to think about, how long it actually took, right? We weren't this impatient when it was 2016 and he came in after Obama, right? There wasn't this sense of impatience to getting back to where we were, right? Let's have a little bit of patience. Use the force. It's going to be fine.
I mean, Carlos, we were so depressed that it was like we were all battered white.
But we were depressed too, just a couple years ago. It was bad with Biden. I'd say there's a lot of things that Biden did that were even worse than Obama. There was some bad. It was bad.
You know why I didn't feel that? Because I moved to Florida, so I didn't feel that. So if it was
weren't
worse,
thinking about heating the house.
Not at all.
Even though it was so cold, we were thinking about heating the house. And then the squirrels.
I got to tell you, I'm sorry if I'm going to make you jealous, but I got my electric bill.
Oh, talk about your electric bill. State of Florida.
It was in the threes.
The threes? This can't be a county. Threes.
In the threes. Let me tell you, when I was in Connecticut, all my electric bills were always high.
And
by the time we were leaving, it was like in the 8s. And I could only imagine now with that new, we need to pay everybody else's bill from COVID.
Yep.
But also I had the oil bill.
Yeah, the oil bill was the worst bill.
So I have to say, we are very blessed living in a state where they're good stewards. And they don't rake us over the coals the way that they did in the Northeast. And people better wake up. Some people, they think that it's so attractive to live in a blue state, but when you're there paying all the bills, it is painful.
Let me tell you, if you think it's attractive to live in a blue state, you're just an idiot. You're just a dumbass. That's just the truth. What blue state? Can you name one blue state that's like, yeah, I'd really love to live there? Can you name one? I can't name one.
Listen, Carlos, I have to tell you, You know, I love New York.
New York's a dump, though.
But
now.
I have to say,
It's a dump.
New York is like an abuse. It's like being with an abusive lover.
Yeah, like
it's like
I
you love
can't-
New York, but they abuse you. You got to worry about rats. You're always broke.
Yeah.
Everything's too expensive.
Yep.
I mean, forget about it when all the illegals are running around. And with Mamdani, I fear that it could get worse. So
Yeah, I think it's going to get worse. You're going to go to the autonomous zone.
I'm
Get
going
ready, July
4th
4th,
of July, 4th of
250th
July,
anniversary.
when
There's going to be
everybody's
no
gonna be
flags.
loving Pensacola.
Not one flag. Autonomous zone.
Well, you know what? That's my hometown.
That's where it's gonna be.
You know, some people are attached to their hometowns.
You're going to have to get a passport to go in there. Autonomous zone. That's what's going to happen. Get ready.
And they're going to see Florida, and they're going to be like, I'm
Yeah, they're
sorry.
gonna be like, sorry,
we don't
you're
let
out.
people from Florida
Get out.
in New York.
Dearborn, Michigan is a great place to live.
Oh, God.
Scottsville, there it
I
is.
got to say, I'm feeling pretty good. Like,
Feeling
I've
pretty
had
good.
2 glasses of wine, and I'm like,
What's up?
feeling good.
Feeling good. Especially after that Trump speech. But yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of things to be positive about. A lot of things to be positive about. Chat, what do you guys think? Anybody else have any thoughts about the speech? Anybody enjoy? Go Birds. Dude, what is with the Go Birds? The Birds suck. Eagles stink, dude. Eagles stink. Get out of my chat, Eagles. Like, that's bullshit. Get that out of here.
Who are these sick people?
We got a
who
lot of
root for
Eagle
the
fans.
Birds?
I don't get it. I don't know what's going on in the chat right now with the Eagle bullshit.
I think our neighbors are Eagles fans, right?
Yeah, our neighbors are Eagles fans.
Ugh.
Ass. Eagles suck. All right, guys. Well, Coach, you got anything else you want to build on after that speech?
No. You know
That
what?
bird
The only
crap is
thing that I want to
nasty.
say is have yourself a merry little Christmas. Did you
Yep.
just snort at me?
I like it, Coach. Feeling good.
I am feeling good.
Feeling good.
You know, but I'm
Feeling
just
good.
saying, you know, like everybody forget about politics. Forget about stupid things.
Yeah. Agreed.
Go to church. Say a prayer for your ancestors.
Yep.
Because you're alive because of them.
Yeah.
You know, you're alive by the grace of God. And, you know, your ancestors, they worked hard for you to be here too. And,
100%.
And,
yeah.
you know, we all have to say a prayer for them. Thank God for all our blessings. Spend time with your family and love each other.
Yeah.
And that's my Christmas wish for everyone.
It's a great Christmas wish, Coach. I have to say, it's a great Christmas wish. Which, speaking of Christmas wishes, you think Jack Smith is wishing he never went after Trump after he had to go testify today?
Oh, listen, Carlos.
It seemed like he doubled down a little bit.
Only God knows what will happen to these people.
Yeah.
Even the Sanhedrin, they thought they were right, and they killed Jesus.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So the things in this world, it's so easy to be tricked. It's so easy to be fooled.
Yeah.
Just, I recommend turning your hearts and minds over to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And
There it is, Coach.
you know, the nice part, like, you know, like, it's like the crucifixion is so hard because every time I think about it, I start crying. But when you have the nativity, it's such a beautiful time of year. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus is a baby. Like, could you imagine being there and being able to hold Jesus? Like, how cool would that have been?
I can't even imagine it, Coach.
I would love it. I'd be like, oh
can't
my
even
gosh,
imagine.
she's so cute. I'd be like having so much fun with Jesus. And,
Oh, boy.
you know, like, it's just like babies are so wonderful.
Yeah,
So,
they really are.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just be happy. It's Christmas
Be happy.
time. And forget about politics for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's what I would recommend.
Let's just try to enjoy the holiday season, guys. Get with the people that you love. Enjoy the holiday season. Be happy. Find some positivity in your life, and let's just try to enjoy it going into the 2026. Because 2026, it's going to be great, but it's going to be hard, right? Everybody's going to get their nose back to the grindstone and get going. And let's just try to enjoy this holiday season and be happy.
We're going to be off until after the new year, right?
Oh, are we going to be off till after?
Or
the
do you
new
want
year?
to come? I mean, I was thinking about being off until after the new
Really,
year. And
Coach?
then,
Just calling it.
well,
a day.
next week is Christmas Eve.
Oh,
and
you
then
know
the
what,
week
Christmas Eve's
after is
special.
New Year's Eve.
That's true. It is. Yeah.
Right?
Big
So,
days, big
yeah,
days.
like they're big days. So
Big
I think
days.
like maybe we could jump on for a quick, like, let's have fun.
Yeah.
But not like a big show, like
Yep.
somebody holds the iPhone or something. But
Somebody holds the iPhone.
you know,
We'll see. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll let you know. But good way to find out, though. go and follow our socials right down below there, right? Follow our X account, right? Formerly known as Twitter. Follow our X account. Follow Instagram. Follow TikTok. Follow our Truth Social. Follow our Facebook page. Go and follow our social media accounts. That's where you guys will get the up-to-date information on our shows. You'll see some extra content. Make sure you guys are going and following our social media pages. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you guys drop a like down below, right? Hit that like button. Slam it. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. If you haven't done it already, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting that share button, right? Guys who are watching on X, make sure you're hitting the follow button, hitting that retweet, hitting that like, hitting whatever. Make sure you guys are sharing, sending it out. Let's spread the positivity.
And go to Apple Podcasts, because if you're like in the car and you have a long drive,
yeah,
it's a good show to listen to.
Oh,
like
yeah,
we're fun to
Coach.
listen to.
Oh yeah, throw in the Apple Podcast some love. Yeah, guys, every
I'm
week the
always in the
show
car,
is
that's
always
why.
posted on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. If you're a Prime member, you can listen to us on Amazon Music, SoundCloud. It's all there. You can find our episodes there. If you're driving in the car, you need something to listen to, listen to us. Give us a listen. Make sure you guys are going and checking us out. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, you name it, we're there. Make sure you guys are going and following us there as well. Coach, any last messages before we go into Christmas break here?
No, just, think about a good resolution. I have some resolutions I already have in mind for 2026, but I'm enjoying the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to have fun.
Yep.
And actually, it's 3 weeks because it's the 17th.
Yeah,
so it's like...
Yeah, Christmas Eve and then New Year's Eve. I think we'll end up doing like a New Year's special, maybe a little extra New Year's special. It'll be fun. We'll make something fun.
But I mean,
Dog
honestly,
Maddie will be in town. We'll have to do something. Little Dog Maddie surprise guest.
Oh
on the
my
show.
gosh, how fun would that be?
That would be fun. We just get a round table.
Yeah.
And that'll be hilarious.
That would be a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
All right, let's do that. We'll do a live special.
Year-end.
Yeah,
year-end special with everybody. So, guys, we'll let you guys know. Make sure you're following our social media platforms, and you'll see everything when we get there. But most importantly, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah for those who are celebrating. And enjoy the holiday season. We'll see you guys back right before 2026 to kick 2025 out the door and welcome in 2026. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Enjoy your holiday. Follow us on everything, and we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Peace out, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Boop.